based on how the GOAT, Michael Jordan, signed with Nike. It's the tale of ambition, determination, and the power of dreams, something the fans will love to watch. Our beloved Matt Damon will play the role of a retired sports marketing executive, Sonny Vaccaro. And as for Ben Affleck, he'll portray Nike co-founder Phil Knight. This moving story follows the career-defining bold move of an unconventional team.
Well, good evening, everybody. Alan Slaughterzinski for the Brevard Sports Network. And last week was spring break, and we had an opportunity to get some student athletes into the studio. And all wrestling year long, I've been intrigued as we have followed the exploits of course, all student athletes in the county, but a particular brother combination that has really interested me. And one is a senior, one is a freshman. They both attend Merritt Island. They're both outstanding wrestlers. Please help me welcome here tonight on Brevard Sports Network, Dylan and Landon Quiroga. And gentlemen, it is great to have you on. Dylan, we're going to start with your brother because he's the senior, okay? So we start with you first, Dylan. Congratulations. Now, I apologize. Which one was state runner-up? Okay, all right. We'll get to you on that one in a second. All right. Congratulations on an outstanding wrestling career at Merritt Island, pushing 140-plus career wins, which is outstanding. Tell us a little bit about where your love for the sport of wrestling has come from.
I grew up with a family full of wrestlers, with my uncle being a national and state championship.
Okay.
And my dad also wrestling, got third at states, so I have a wrestling background. But the love just comes from just the enjoyment of winning and the determination that it gives you of, pushing forward to the limit and just once winning or accomplishing compilation.
That's all right. Go ahead. Relax. You're good.
Yeah. Accomplishing the goals that you set forth in wrestling, it's just a feeling of, I don't know the best word to describe it, but a satisfaction.
Yeah.
And, you've earned it. I'm the best that I can be. It just drives me forward.
A self-satisfaction like no other.
Yeah.
Landon, congratulations. State runner-up, man. You're a freshman. How'd you get there? Take us through. Obviously, I know where your love of the sport has come from, right? So I know where you get it. Okay, so I get that from your brother. So tell me about why you wanted to wrestle and follow in your footsteps. You can come on in, have a seat. Go ahead.
It really came from my dad.
Yeah?
He brought the sport into me when I was around 5 or 6, and it was just a fun sport to play in.
Where do you attribute your success to? You're state runner-up now, already in your freshman year. So you have set the bar high, extremely high now moving forward. Merritt Island is a school that is just plush with success in this sport. Talk about that and how you expect to or want to live up to the expectations of what you have set.
I've been working with Coach Boda and my dad.
Now, is your dad a coach?
Somewhat. He's a coach to me.
I got you. Okay. It makes sense. Go ahead.
And then, they've been helping me getting stronger and better at the sport.
All right. So your dad, Coach Graham, amazing guy, amazing wrestling coach. Talk about, you've wrestled. How long? You've wrestled for 4 years there, right?
I've been wrestling 3 years at Merritt.
3 years at Merritt. Okay, so you've been there for 3 years. So you know the tradition. You guys were Cape Coast Conference champions this year for the first time since the 80s. I mean, there are large expectations to live up to. Talk about that and what it was and what it felt like to wrestle for Merritt Island.
So I started my sophomore year at Merritt Island, and I was welcomed instantly going into Merritt Island, and I just felt appreciated, and that Coach Graham just took me in as like his like best wrestler, even though I wasn't, and he put forth so much time and effort of his own time away from his family and away from his like friends, all this stuff, to help everyone from Merritt Island to get better. And I just have to give full thanks to him on just putting that time and effort as Merritt Island. I know he puts also just constant drills and routines for the Merritt Island wrestlers, and with that, it helped everyone accomplish what they wanted to accomplish. Now, obviously, there was some down. Not everyone made the States this year.
Right.
Not everyone won conference. I know I didn't win conference as an individual. I got second.
Right.
But as a team, it still felt great because in the end, I helped accomplish that. So wrestling for Merritt Island, it's not just as an individual, but as a family aspect and as a team thing.
Yeah.
It just felt great because as a team-wise, it was just like no other team.
You know, Dylan, you got a future on the microphone. You are very good at explaining that and how it relates, you know, because a lot of student athletes, you know, even seniors, they have a difficult time expressing that. And I think that's important. And I think you kind of capsulize there what Merritt Island Wrestling is all about. Tell me about a guy like an Elijah Lusk and what he means to the program, and maybe what you've learned from him as you watch to know that, you know, he won a couple of state championships and he's successful in college. What did wrestling with Elijah, what did that teach you?
Yeah, so I partnered up with Elijah my sophomore year during the beginning few months, and it just got me so much better than I was, let's say, before, like freshman year or just when I first started at Merritt Island. And he would push me to the limit. Even if I wanted to quit, he would still push me, and how much of a great partner. And the things that he accomplished at Merritt Island that no one else has accomplished in such a long time, like Solomon Fleckman and a couple of other wrestlers.
So you know the history well.
Yeah. I mean, it was just, he was just the next guy up.
Right?
And so I wanted not to be as him, but like him, but in my own image.
And carve your own legacy there. For you, Landon, you guys, you know, as a freshman, it is, I can't imagine. Let me backtrack. There are two, and I don't mean any disrespect to other sports, but to me, nobody trains like wrestlers and swimmers. It is unbelievable what you guys put your bodies through. Why on God's green earth would you want to put your body through that? Talk about that.
I mean, it's...
Do you get a sense? Do you get satisfaction? I mean, like cross country runners when they run 5 miles in the rain and they cross the finish line and they, you know, and they're throwing up, and I mean, it happens, right? I see it all the time. And I say, man, how can you do? And they're like, I love it. Talk about that.
I mean, it's just the satisfaction that you did the deed that you wanted to accomplish. There's so much satisfaction in it.
I got you.
It's really fun, just accomplishing goals that you wanted to set in your life. It's really fun.
What do you now? I know this is a steep goal, but obviously your goal is to win a state championship, right?
Yeah.
All right. So you didn't do that this year. What do you need to go back and what do you need to work on to overcome that hurdle? What does Landon Quiroga need to do to win a state championship?
I feel like I need to work harder, get stronger, and just...
How do you do that in wrestling? How does Landon Quiroga do that?
Just by listening to my coaches.
Now, when you say get stronger, what does that mean? Like, there's so many different ways to do that. How do you do that in wrestling?
Just keep
lifting weights, things like that. But wrestling, and you both can chime in on this, but wrestling is not just a physical sport. It's also a mental sport, too, where, you know, you have to outthink your opponent as well, because you're not always going to win by a pinfall, right? So it's point system, it's point based. You have to. To me, I look at wrestling as two human chess pieces in the middle of a mat trying to outduel one another. Two kings going at it, two queens going at it. Okay, that's what I see when I see wrestling. Because talk about the mental aspect of wrestling and how you prepare mentally for an opponent, especially one that maybe you didn't beat before, but you've come back and defeated somehow.
At least from my part,
right?
With at least the mental aspect, there's so many factors that comes into the mental factor. First is with weight. I know, at least for me and Landon, we had to lose weight so much. I think I was around at the beginning of the season around like 166, 165. I was pretty heavy, and I had to cut down all the way to 152, just to be at least like to at least accomplish some of the goals I wanted to accomplish.
166 is heavy.
I thought it was, at least for me.
How did you lose that weight?
At first, I kind of did the unhealthy way, not eating.
I hear you.
And but once when I had a routine going, and I was like, this isn't healthy for me. I wasn't doing wrestling well if I was going to keep on doing that. I had more of a. Every time I ate, I worked out. I obviously go to practice. I see how much I weigh before practice. I put on some sweats, and I sweat off. I go home, I weigh myself again, I drink a bottle of water, and then I probably go like 5 to 6 miles a run. Not like a complete run, but like sprints. Then I walk a little, sprints, walk a little, obviously again with sweats. And I just repeat that until...
You know what I used to do when I played hockey and football? If I had to make weight, I used to run with a trash bag on and a sweatshirt over top. Yeah. Just a regular hefty bag, man. And that's what I did to try to make weight, because I was always very tall. So if I picked up any weight at all, on Saturday mornings I wasn't making weight playing football. We didn't have unlimited weight back then. And I was a quarterback, so I had to play. You know what I mean? So I hear you. And I know the commitment it takes to do that. Did he say you were overweight? I can't even see that.
I was weighing 120.
And then you wrestled at 106?
Yes.
Holy cow. Now, how did you get to 106? Same way?
Yeah, I had some off time to just lose some weight, then maintain around like 112, and then just lose 6 pounds over the week. You guys,
and then I'll bet, let me ask you this question, okay? As soon as the state championships ended, what was the first thing you went and got? What was the first thing you dug into?
Oh, our coach bought Texas Day Brazil, and we just had like an unlimited feast of steak, chicken.
There you go. I like it. Now, if you had your druthers and you could dig into any dessert, what would it be? What's your favorite dessert?
Favorite dessert? Probably just normal ice cream.
Yeah? How about you?
Oreos,
I hear you. Okay. Now, are you one that takes the thing off and goes for the center? I am. Definitely, absolutely. We're here with Dylan and Landon Quiroga. And guys, to wrap up the wrestling aspect, because I'm fascinated about the dynamic of the freshman and the senior and the brother and how this all works out. Because we're going to dig into that dynamic a little bit too, because I imagine you two are probably pretty competitive as well. Dylan, you have a different perspective of this because you've been with Merritt Island Wrestling for 3 years. If I pinned you on a mat and said you can't get up until you tell me the one thing everybody must know about Merritt Island Wrestling, what would be that one thing that has stuck with you that you would tell everybody about the Mustangs?
That we don't give up until we at least accomplish somewhat of our goals.
Somewhat of your goals?
Right.
Don't stop.
Don't stop. I mean, that's the biggest factor in my everyday life now when it comes to schoolwork or wrestling, of course, or just life in general. Mm-hmm. Is that what Mustang, at least like what that tradition is don't give up, push yourself to the limit, obviously be kind to others.
Right.
And like putting forth 100%. Not
all
just,
the time.
Not 90, not even 99, 100, because in the end, if that 1% that you do not put effort to, you lost that forever.
Right? Yeah. You guys do a lot of wrestling, man. I tell you, and you're good at it. From the year that you've been with Merritt Island, what is the one thing that has stuck out to you, Landon?
If you can't accomplish your goal that you want, just get the next best thing.
Yeah? And what would that be? Like, you didn't get to accomplish the state championship, so you won state runner-up. You'll take that in the end, right?
Yep.
But next year, what is it going to be?
Try to be state champ.
There you go. I like it. All right, we're here with Dylan and Landon Quiroga, and you've seen their videos and their stats and the graphics up on the screen as we have progressed through the interview here on Brevard Sports Network. And all right, guys, your brothers. You're obviously the older brother. You're the younger brother. Is there any more siblings? You have any sisters? You have any other brothers?
We have one more brother.
How old is he?
He's 10.
Okay, so you're the middle child.
Yep.
You're the oldest. That's what I was. I was the oldest. My sister was the middle child, and I have a younger brother who was sort of similar to you guys in age. He's 10 years younger than I am. All right, so you guys competitive?
Very.
Tell me about this. Now, I know I asked you before we went on about other sports and things of that nature. What do you compete at? Like, what besides wrestling? Let's throw wrestling out the window. Do you play video games? Do you do things like, I mean, what else do you compete at?
I mean, just everything that we do. Obviously, we do ROTC also.
Okay, let's talk about for those that don't know, what is ROTC?
It's practically a class in everywhere in Brevard. I know there's Air Force,
right,
Army, and I think Marine also.
Yep.
For Palm Bay.
Yep. And
it just teaches. Literally, the motto is to motivate young citizens. I mean, motivate young people to become better citizens.
There you go. I
now,
like that.
It's not. It's people may think it's trying to recruit you for the military,
right?
But in the end, that motto says, it's not trying to make you join the military or even. It's just to love your country.
How do you compete in ROTC? Like, who shoots better? Who does more push? I mean, how do you compete in that?
I mean, there's obviously promotions,
right? Okay,
that you can strive for. There's obviously ribbons that you can also strive for.
Okay,
leadership positions, but mostly with me and Landon, always fight for is, at least exercise wise, there was a thing called a cadet challenge.
Okay,
where like you had to do sit ups, you had to do pull ups, you had to. It was one of the sit and reach. How fast you can do in a mile.
Has he ever beat you?
Have you ever beat me in by 1 second?
Would you beat him in the mile?
By 1 second.
By 1 second. Okay. Look, man. I mean, that's okay. Okay, I like it.
I don't even remember that.
Here you go. Here's what I'm digging at. All right. So, does mom or dad ever have to say, "Hey guys, calm down. It's all right. It's going to be all right."
Yeah, they said it all the time. Like I think we as like a friendly fight,
right?
It may get like a little like rah rah rah, but like it's obviously towards the end we still love each other. We still
absolutely
we still try.
I get it.
Each other the best.
I like to beat the hell out of my brother sometimes, man.
Yeah.
It happens, right?
Right, and so our parents kind of hate it when we fight. But it's just, in the end, it's just a friendly thing.
Gotcha.
Trying to get each other better.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Because I know he cares about me. I care about him. And just when we compete,
yeah,
it just makes both of us better, no matter what. Because even though he may be my younger brother, he still has...
You're pushing him.
Right.
Right, exactly. That's what siblings do. They push each other to achieve more. I want nothing but the best for my brother and sister. Do we go through periods where I'd rather not be around them? Absolutely. But in the end, we love each other, and in the end, all we want is success for, now, even when we're older, there's a competitive edge in things. Like, my mother passed away in 2004. I think there's a competitive edge where we say, who can make mom the proudest? That type of a thing. When we were in school, when my sister and I was in school, who got better grades? Who was the better athlete? Even though I played football and hockey and baseball and basketball, my sister was a cheerleader. She played lacrosse, and she would tell you she was the better athlete. I disagree, but that's not what she would tell you. Who's the better athlete? Not the better wrestler, the better athlete.
Me.
What would you say?
Well, I would be more statistically wise. He's probably like faster, more agile, more flexible.
I got you.
But I am 100% more stronger than him.
There you go. Okay. All right. So you put the two of you together. It's like Wonder Twin powers activate, right?
Yeah.
I got you. I like it. All right. Do you have the same likes? In other words, like if I picked your phones up, what would be the last song you listened to on your, what kind of music do you like?
I mean, I'm not really into like a certain genre.
I got you. Listen to it all?
I listen to all.
I got you.
Except for really rap. I'm not.
Not into rap?
I like something that like just hypes you up. Same thing with like a
You
wrestler.
like hard? You like heavy metal?
Yeah, sometimes.
I got you.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite band or?
No.
Just like listening to it.
Yeah.
How about you, Landon? What do you listen to? What do you like?
I like collecting stuff.
Okay, what do you like to collect?
It used to be Pokemon cards, but I now collect Funko Pops.
Well, all right, I've heard about these Bunko Pops. What are they?
They're just guys with big heads.
All right, okay. I've seen. Somebody's telling me, like, if you look around, you see all my sports memorabilia, right? This isn't even half of it. Somebody's telling me I need to get those. That's what you need to get a Bunko Pop in here, Alan, of this guy or that guy or this guy. I'm going to have to do that. I'm definitely going to have to. But that's just going to mean that I'm going to have to turn around and start spending more money on Bunko Pops. Is there a specific type of Bunko Pop you collect?
Usually it's just random.
I got you. Okay. All right. Well, now, Dylan, you're the senior, so college is obviously on your list.
Yes.
You're committed to the Citadel.
Yes.
Tell me why. Why was it the Citadel for you?
So the original plan when at least freshman wise,
Yeah.
I wanted to go to the academies, West Point or Air Force, or at least any of them. Mm-hmm. And I didn't get in, sadly, but it was fine because
It's hard to get into those.
Yeah, it was the SATs.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
But what motivated me was, I got accepted to the Citadel.
Yep.
And I didn't want to commit right away because I was like, it's a military college. I had the degree I want to study.
Mm-hmm. What do you want to study?
Oh, mechanical engineering.
Okay.
So, but
wow,
I want to wait a little bit, see what other. And I got accepted to other colleges. There was one.
But the Citadel was it for you,
right?
Where's the Citadel located again? South Carolina?
Yeah, Charleston.
Yeah, that's right. So when do you report? Do you know yet?
I don't know exactly. I think it's August.
You going to try to get into wrestling up there?
Yes, I will for sure.
Now, it's March, spring break. What are you looking forward to the rest of the way? Now, you got prom, you got graduation, grad bash, all of that stuff. What is Dylan Quiroga looking forward to the most as a senior right now?
Graduating and wrestling for Freestyle Nationals.
There you go. Okay, where is Freestyle Nationals? You're both going, right?
Yeah.
Oh, you have to qualify for that first.
But
yes.
you did qualify, right?
I have the past 2 years.
Okay, how about you? You're qualified?
Nope.
So when do you qualify?
We have to wait till Freestyle and Greco States.
When is that? Is that in Orlando?
I don't know. Last year it was in what was it? I think Osceola.
Okay.
But this year I think it may be the same place. I don't know.
Will you keep us posted on that and send us pictures and let us know how you guys do?
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah,
absolutely, man. Because we definitely want to know as we get set to wrap up here with Dylan and Landon Quiroga, guys. It is. What are you going to miss most about here? Obviously, I know you're going to miss your brothers and your mom and your dad, but what are you going to miss most about Brevard County?
Everything. It's hard to describe specifically. It's like everything, and obviously everyone I know that I go to school with,
right?
Because everyone's very supportive. At least the people that I know,
right? What is Island Pride? I hear that all the time. Island Pride, Island Pride, Island Pride. What does it mean to you?
Proud to be a Merritt Island Mustang.
There you go. So. I like it. You ready for the next 3 years and what your task is?
Yes.
All right. What does Island Pride mean to you, my man?
Just keep on going.
Keep on going. Guys, this has been fun, man. I mean, this has been a lot of fun. You guys have been a blast to have. But I got to know this, though. Like, what do you do to relax? So much intensity is involved in wrestling. How does Dylan Quiroga unwind and relax?
I probably just sit in my room,
And do what?
just watch random things.
I got you.
I don't know, like just something that's
You fall down
interesting.
that YouTube rabbit hole sometimes?
Right? Yeah, but when I do that, I feel bored right then and next, and I was like, man,
Got to get up, do some push-ups or something?
I just do something.
You wrestlers
I
are a
don't like-
unique breed when it comes
I
to
don't
that
like doing
stuff.
nothing.
Right.
So like,
Just chill.
yeah.
Gotcha. Do you have a favorite TV show, or when you're on YouTube, what do you like to watch?
Random things.
Just
just random things.
Anything.
That's entertaining. If it's
Yeah,
something
I
like
can. I can relate.
like if it's entertaining, I watch.
Yeah,
if it's something
same
that,
way.
yeah.
I can literally sit on YouTube. When I'm done with my work, the sun will start coming up. How do you unwind and relax?
Usually, I go to my bed,
Yeah.
put my dog on the bed, and I start playing with him a little bit.
Yeah. What kind of dog you got?
We got an English bulldog,
Okay. What's his name?
Axel.
Axel. I like the Axel Rose, Guns N' Roses. I like that name. That's a good name. Guys, you guys have been a lot of fun, man. I really appreciate you guys coming here and talking with Brevard Sports Network. I wanted to get to meet you. I wanted to know you guys. Congratulations on an outstanding career. Congratulations on a state runner-up finish this year. Well, we're gonna be following you now. All right. So I have a feeling you'll be back in this studio again, and then we'll catch up with you when you come back. Keep us posted on all that's going on at the Citadel. Okay.
All right, I will.
Absolutely. Been a blast. I tell you. Let me just end with this, just a teeny little rant. The wrestling community, I always say, keep us posted. Send us schedules, send us videos, send us pictures. Everything that we get sent, we post. We do. And these guys right here are great. The brothers Quiroga. The senior is Dylan. He is headed to the Citadel. The freshman is Landon Quiroga. He is your state runner-up at 106 pounds. Again, their statistics and videos have all been on the screen here tonight. And so I want to thank Dylan and Landon. So for Dylan and Landon Quiroga, I'm Alan Slaughter-Zinski. This is the Brevard Sports Network. Have a great night, everybody. You know the drill. Make it a sports night.